People, we're back. Now listen guys, I know that the scenery is very different from what you guys are used to. I know. But since this is a Q&A and we're going to talk about maybe some personal stuff, I was like, let me choose a different scenery. So we're here in the park, actually. And where, you may ask, we are in the Netherlands, guys. The Netherlands. Unfiltered. All right, the cat is out the bag. Welcome everybody. So I received a bunch of questions from people that were very nosy, but I just love the questions and I'm going to bring you along. Now the first question, guys, is where are you from, Debs? So my dad is from Suriname. Now, for those of you who don't know the country Suriname, it's a country, a small country, somewhere above Brazil and next to Guyana. The Suriname heritage is really a story of survival. This is a country with a complex history in colonialism, especially Dutch colonialism.
Suriname is the least populated country in South America, but it's one of the most biodiverse countries in the world. Like its neighbor Guyana, Suriname's ethnic groups include Indians and Indonesians, descendants of enslaved Africans, and indigenous people. The official language of Suriname is Dutch, as it used to be a territory of the Netherlands, although most people speak a Creole language called Suriname.
Ending of slavery. We celebrate that on the 1st of July, which is Kitty Kotti. And for some of you that watch my community post, you actually saw that I celebrated this day.
Every July 1st in Amsterdam, the Black community of the Dutch Caribbean celebrates the Kitty Kotti, also known as the Emancipation Day. Kitty Kotti, which means the chains are cut, is a time of celebration and reflection. People line the streets starting from the Opera House and march to the National Slave Monument. They dress in traditional clothing from Suriname, Aruba, Curaçao, and if you don't have it, you can wear traditional clothing. I kept mine real cute with a little slice of Oakland. When they march, all traffic must stop. Young and old, proud and bold, bands accompany you as you sing and dance throughout the parade.
Now, my mom is actually half white. Mom is Dutch. I have a Dutch grandmother as white as snow. Look at my mom. I'm going to look if I can insert a picture of my mom and my dad, but kind of blurred out their face. My mom also wrote a book, which is titled Angelique, which is her name. And she talks about basically growing up with 3 white sisters, an all-white family in 1954. If I give you a little snippet, my grandma was pregnant, and all the while she thought she was pregnant from my white grandfather, but she cheated one time and she actually got pregnant from a darker gentleman. Now, she passed away now, but she held on to the fact that she doesn't know the man, she doesn't know where he was coming from, he didn't speak Dutch, they didn't need the language, obviously not, but she doesn't know who he is. She did the whole my heritage and she did all sorts of things. Now there are different things you can do with your blood and whatever, so she's trying to see. But my mom is like 70 now, she looks really good. But she's older now and she's like, you know, I'm just giving up. So we tried to look like, okay, what kind of people came to Holland like in the 50s? And you could see a lot of people from Indonesia and whatever, but not a lot of black people. They came like the late 60s, you know, when my dad was coming here or whatever. So it is very hard to tell because obviously she is black. So that is what the mix is. And I have to tell you guys, she really taught me, together with my dad, to embrace the white side as well as, you know, the black side of me. And I try to do that as best as I can. However, you know, when I'm walking on the street or I'm with family or with friends, people look at me as black. However, I identify most of the times as a black girl. But obviously, I totally embrace the white side and the unknown side as well. Now, I can already see the comments. Come, guys. Get into the comments. My lovely subscribers send in some questions. So what is another question that you guys have? What brought you to broadcasting or podcasting? So guys, I'm a manager at a college. I basically lead a group of teachers. Last year, I fell into a burnout. I'm a workaholic. My whole life was work. The Lord stopped me dead in my tracks. I was very sad. At times, I did feel very underappreciated and very used. People started take, and they don't pour into you. So I did a lot for other people, and it backfired. I'm still at home. I'm going back to work in August, by the end of August. This was quite a very eye-opening but very hard time for me because, like I said, if your work is your everything and suddenly you don't work, my God. So, working for education, pouring into students, pouring into curriculum, and that's just my heart. Like, I just blow life into everything. But sometimes I don't stop to wonder, okay, who's going to blow life into me? You have a son, he's 23 years old, the most gorgeous man in the whole entire world. Let me tell you this, gorgeous, my God. Very smart too, just finished his bachelor, starting his master's. I'm so proud of him. Now, in this whole time that I had this burnout and I was at home, because I was such a workaholic and I felt like I didn't have a purpose at that time, I just started to research e-commerce. Family and friends that know me know that if I put myself to do something, I'll finish it and I will kill it. So I got in this whole rabbit hole with e-commerce and what is it, multiple streams of income. What can I actually give the people? I can't talk about work really because I'm kind of in between things. Also, I started with talking about mental health and burnout if you look at my previous videos. And this all started, guys, I did research from September on to December. And then in December, I actually started recording. I think I put my first clip online in January of this year. And I got monetized a couple of weeks ago. So it's like, what? Is it like 6-7 months? So that was amazing to me. But something I already knew that would happen. Because like I said, when I put my mind to something, it's going to happen. But that is how this whole broadcasting and podcasting came about. And I absolutely fell in love with it. But I would like to do this as a real profession. That's why I need you to look at every video. One video flopped a couple of days ago. Oh my God. What is the video called? I put it on listing. Something about, popular topics within the Black community. It flopped. The people are telling me like, Debs, you are the politics girl. Stick to your politics. Now, I did a poll and they said, no, don't stick to your politics there. Do a mix. But then once I do a mix, the people don't watch the whole video. So I don't know, guys. I don't know. But my plan is to travel the world, take you guys with me, show you Europe as well. So this is the next question. Like, why do you talk English in your videos? You have this nice accent, pretty accent. Some like it irritates them. Some absolutely love it. I don't care. I have family living in New York, in Brooklyn actually, and I am there a lot of times. I spend a lot of time there. And still, love, that's my second home. I went to Miami a lot, Atlanta, but New York, yeah, that's where that's like my second. It feels like I'm really at home. New York, Suriname, Holland, that's where I kind of feel like I'm grounded in. So, and of course, my background as an English teacher. So for me, it was a no-brainer. But I do speak a lot of languages. Like I'm fluent in Dutch. I'm fluent in, of course, Suriname, which is the language from Suriname. And of course, English too. A little bit of Spanish and of course, French. We get that at school here in the Netherlands. And I actually live in Amsterdam. Now, the way you guys think Holland is, whatever, everything you guys think is true, except for they're walking on wooden shoes, there's only Dutch people and whatever. Every other thing you guys think about the Netherlands is correct. I'm just saying. And so another question is, Deb, what is something you believed in and don't believe anymore? Love. No, I'm kidding. I believe in love. I believe in love, guys. Joke. I used to think that when people gave you like the wrong impression when you met them, that might not be them and they're not this way. And now I believe like when they show you who they really are, believe them. Can somebody change? It could be. But a lot of times it's what they give you, what they show you is what it is. And I try to fill in for people how they really are, but then I try to twist it around. See the good in people, and that, hey, I had to learn the hard way. So, I believe you are exactly who you are. Now, maybe later on tonight, I will think about a whole different answer, but that is what comes to mind right now. Another question. If your life had a theme song, what song would it be? Well, guys, I wish I could play it. If you don't hear the music, I couldn't do it. They wanted all their money. This South African song, Sister Bettina, ooh, This is my anthem, my life's anthem at the moment. You better blow it on your speakers and blow it loud. If you don't know the song, I don't know what to tell you. Sister Bettina. Which three emojis can sum you up the best? Guys, this is totally me. What is a misunderstanding people have about you? I think I'm bossy and very controlling, dominant, but I'm actually very sweet, very soft, and you could go very far with me. Now, not anymore. I'm living a different kind of life now. I'm on a different type of time. Through this whole burnout, I really got to know myself. So don't try me. But even though I have a big mouth, I have a very small heart. People feel like this is this whole power woman. She got everything together, whatever, which is not the case. So let me tell you that. But your girl is getting there. Deb, if your personality were a drink, what drink would you be? Sex on the beach. Guys, what is a random decision you made that changed everything? And I think that was the decision to just accept that I have a burnout and to stay at home. YouTube, I fell in love with it. It gave me a new sense of purpose. I mean, you know, when people come with negative comments, I could brush it off easily. I'm like, but you know, it just does a lot to me when people are like, oh, Deb, we're enjoying or whatever. It just gives me life. And I needed it in a time where I was so down and out. Then all of a sudden, I made this video. It went viral. I received thousands of comments. Like, I think it's now like 5,000 comments on that video. I was blown away. And I was like, all right. Because I asked God, show me if I'm on the right path. And not even 24 hours later, my video went from, I think it had like 700 views. I had like 600 subscribers. And it went to 460,000 now views. So I'm so grateful for you guys, and that's why I want to give back. It's like the greatest thing ever happened to me. So to me, this burnout, I saw it as a negative thing, and how can I, and I'm just this push through black woman, like this doesn't happen to us, but it does. And it was the greatest decision. Otherwise, I never would have the time to pick up this YouTube thing and to find my real purpose, you know, and that is to make people happy as well, but also keep people educated, woke, and laugh through it, but also cry together. Like, you know, I'm not the one that can be vulnerable, and I will with you in time. But you know, you got a lot of trolls too that I gotta box, but we'll get there. Look at this. I don't know. They just don't want me to be great, guys. What would a warning label be if you had one? I think my warning label would be caution. She sees right through you. Because I could feel like I read people. I could stand next to you and be like, this person is no good. And it turned out to be this way. Okay? And lastly, guys, what is your favorite quote? I don't think it's a quote, but it's a saying I live by. And that has always been, everything is possible. If you see it, if you believe it, if you can smell it, it's already done. That's what I feel in life. So I never lived with limitations or, oh, I'm this or I'm black and I know it's there. But if I'm saying it, it's possible. And if I feel like this could very well be something in my purpose or I got to do it, I'm going to execute it. That's how I've been living. And it's been working out pretty well for me. And this is also something my son lives by. I told him, if you want it, go get it. Well, people, we come to the end of this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. I have so much more to share with you. If you have other questions, put it in the comments, guys. But I hope you know a little bit more of me now. I hope you guys watch the entire video. So I already can't tell. It's just not politics. You're on the fuse, but you gotta get to know your girl a little bit. Tell me what you would like to see, so I will cater to you guys. Now, if it's 1 or 2 people, then I don't know if I can make a whole video of that, but, you know, put in the comments. I might, you know, cluster. All right? You already know how we do. Click a like, click a subscribe for your girl, and join the fam. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.